Happy Monday and appreciate your company as always. Thanks so much for spending part of your day with us in the forecast. And we've seen a very busy news day as Luis has been keeping you informed since early this morning before the sun was coming up. Now, here we are this evening giving you a lot of updates, continuing on that as well. Moving on to the tropics, we'll get to that forecast in just a minute. It is beginning to heat up. It looks like we are keeping an area of two disturbances along the coast. One along the coast of the Carolinas could be short lived. Right now, it's about a 70% chance of developing. Right now, the Hurricane Center is keeping a very close eye on that. And of course, the next named storm would be Elsa, another disturbance about a couple of hundred miles south of that one is right near closer to the Florida line. Right now, it's an area of disturbance that's pretty lengthy that could form anywhere within a 10 to 100-mile radius. So it obviously is not going to appear. If you look on those X's on the hurricane maps, you kind of see like, oh, that's where the storm could form. Yes, but it could also form a little bit closer. And depending where it is, that's the trajectory of those hurricanes. That would next name would be Elsa. So think about this as a frozen thing. We've had Anna earlier. Now we have Elsa. Of course, a lot of those other names in those movies, just kind of a fun figure with that. Anyway, to the forecast we go, shall we? Just to give you an update on the tropics, they are heating up once again. Temperatures tonight, they were also heating up as well with lots of sunshine. The mix of that developing through the evening, it's going to be a little humid. So again, a little humidity break is in the air. But again, through the week, it's going to feel more muggy and tropical-like as we have that frontal boundary coming through the area. Meanwhile, tonight, not as comfortable as we saw last week, but relatively warm to say the least. Tomorrow's looking even hotter, a high of 91, mix of sun and clouds. And again, slight uptick in the humidity. That's something you're going to be noticing in that as you're making your plans through the afternoon. Be sure to keep hydrated, as well as look before you lock, of course. So far, we've already reported maybe one or two deaths and car deaths reported in the United States, maybe a couple more. Unfortunately, there was one recent, thankfully, saving a child in Memphis this past weekend. There, a parent took, or someone took immediate action and to save the child's life. So again, do not leave a child, a pet, elderly, someone with underlying conditions, because you never know what they're going through, and it's never a smart idea to leave anybody in a car. Always keep your child occupied with something, a smartphone, or give them a blanket or some sort of thing, so you know, even your to-do list, just be careful not to tell them to rip it up, of course, but obviously just keep them occupied. You remember to get your child or whatever you're out there in the back seat. Back to the forecast here. Just a safety tip at summertime is to remind you about all this. We see the increase in humidity as well as on Wednesday, Thursday, and pretty much the rest of the holiday weekend. I don't want you to get discouraged and thinking like, oh man, the whole weekend's a washed out. There's no 4th of July fireworks going to happen. Let's take this one step at a time here. Thursday and Friday, we have a frontal boundary that's going to be coming through, may interact with that disturbance along the coast of the Carolinas. If that influences, we could see more tropical rain or we could see less rain, depending on how fast this system is going to be moving through. By Friday afternoon, late Friday night, it looks like the best bet for any heavy rain we do get. Saturday is also going to be one of those days to keep a close eye on as well. I know a lot of people are trying to do some weekend activities for the family, so just keep in mind, we do cool off a little bit. You do notice we go from the 90s to the low 80s, and our overnight lows will kind of cool off as well, but we'll keep a close eye on Sunday. Right now, again, a slight chance for Sunday for 4th of July on the day itself, but it does look like if things clear out of here just in time for the fireworks displays, wherever they may be, or if you're hosting them at your own backyard or wherever you are, you should be okay for Sunday. Right now, though, the best wet days are going to be Friday and especially Saturday afternoon, but it's going to be a lot cooler as well. And speaking of heat, you've been hearing this in the national news, and I brought this to your attention last week. The Pacific Northwest are seeing their extreme and hottest record daily temperatures with between 105 to 120 degrees, record-breaking heat out towards the Pacific Northwest. Unfortunately, we're not going to be seeing that, but they're going to be seeing that for another week, it looks like. Parts of Washington State and even Canada. That's right, Canada, just up above there, the state of Washington, that corridor there broke a record of 115 degrees. Just hard to imagine. It's just incredible to see that. Of course, as you remember, early in this winter, Texas saw the most coldest air they've seen in decades and snow. So a lot of extremes are happening the year 2021. We thought a pandemic was bad last year. Well, we'll have to throw weather extremes in there with it. Anyway, a lot of interesting facts going on. We're keeping a close eye on those two disturbances here in the East Coast. I want you to remember to look before you lock and stay hydrated as a hot week is in the making.
Hey guys, Chris Jory here. we want to encourage you to shop local. We have a large selection of Pandora, Kendra Scott, Alex, and Ani. We are also a certified diamond superstore. Come see us for all your diamond jewelry needs. We offer 0% financing up to 18 months. For all your special occasions, stop by and see us here at Eden Jewelry in Mountain View Plaza.